Okay, surface area of prisms. Lateral surface area is the sum of the areas of the faces of a three-dimensional figure. When we say lateral surface area, we usually say faces, no bases. Okay, so no bases. Total surface area is the sum of the areas of all the surface of the three-dimensional figure. When we're figuring out lateral surface area, it's the perimeter times the height of the prism. So P is going to stand for the base perimeter. Remember, to find perimeter of any object, you just add up all the sides. So P stands for perimeter, H stands for the height of the prism, the distance between the two bases. Okay, now you need to make sure that when we're dealing with surface area, all surface area is in square units, meaning it must be feet squared, miles squared, kilometers squared. Okay, and in this particular example, we're dealing with a triangular prism. So the bases are the triangles. And with prisms, you have two bases that are parallel from each other. So you have to find the area, twice the area of the base, because there's two bases. And just a reminder, to find the area of a triangle, its area equals 1/2 base times height. All right, let's go to example 1. Okay, so in example 1, it says Joanna is wrapping a present in the box shown. Find the amount of wrapping paper in square inches that Joanna needs, not counting overlap. So here's the base, and here's the base. All right, so we have our formula. Our formula is S equals perimeter of the base times the height of the prism plus 2 times the area of the base. Okay, so we have to find the perimeter of the base, which is 12 plus 8 plus 12 plus 8. So we have 12 plus 8 plus 12 plus 8 times the height of the prism. The distance between the two bases is 6 plus twice the area of the base. Well, this base is a rectangle, and the formula is base times height. So we have 12 times 8. Okay, we're going to plug all this in to our calculator. Okay, so we have parentheses 12 plus 8 plus 12 plus 8 times 6 plus 2 times 12 times 8. All right, so we have 432. And remember, this is area, so it's inches squared. All right, let's take a look at the next example. So it says Sarah is lining the bottom and lateral faces of a drawer with liner paper. The dimensions of the inside of the drawer are 1 yard, 20 inches, and 9 inches. What is the total area in square inches being covered? Okay, so we probably want to draw a picture. So we'll just draw some type of rectangular prism that looks like this. Okay, so we have 20 inches. We have 1 yard. Now, 1 yard is not in the unit inches, but 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. That's on a yardstick. Okay, and the height is 9 inches. What is the total area in square inches being covered? Well, first let's determine the base. This is the base. Now, it says the bottom is being covered. So in this case, we are not doing the top. So our formula is going to look a little bit different. We're going to have surface areas, the perimeter of the base, times the height of the prism, plus the area of the base, not to base, because we're not doing the top. All right, so let's do the perimeter first. So we have 20 plus 36 plus 20 plus 36 times 9. And the area of the base is 20 times 36. All right, so let's type all this in. We got 20 plus 36 plus 20 plus 36 times 9 plus 20 times 36. Okay, we got 1,728, and remember this is area, so it's inches squared. Okay, flip it over to the back side. Alright, it says Kevin is painting a block in the shape of a triangular prism. What is the surface area of the block? Okay, so first we have our formula. Surface area equals the perimeter of the bases times the height of the prism plus twice the area of the base. So let's identify what our bases are. The bases are the triangles. So we have this triangle and this triangle. So we need to find the perimeter of the triangle. The perimeter of the triangle is 5 plus 5 plus 8. The height of the prism is the distance between the two bases, which is 6, plus twice the area of the base. Remember, triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 8 times 3. Okay, so let's type all this in. Parentheses. 5 plus 5 plus 8 times 6 plus 2 times, we're going to say 0.5 instead of 1/2, times 8 times 3. Okay, we get 132. And remember, this is area, so it's going to be squared units, so inches squared. All right. So first, let's write down the formula. S equals the perimeter of the base times the height of the prism plus twice the area of the base. Let's identify what the base is. This is the base, and this is the base. Okay, so the perimeter of the triangle is 6.5 plus 6.5 plus 5. The height of the prism is the distance between the two triangles, which is 7. Twice the area of the base. So remember, triangle is 1/2. The base is 5, and the height is 6. Okay, we're going to type all of this in. So we have 6.5 plus 6.5 plus 5 times 7 plus 2 times 0.5 instead of 1/2 times 5 times 6. We get 156. Well, that's the total surface area. So we have 156 inches squared. If we want to do lateral is just the pH part. So this is lateral, so let's redo that part. So if we do 6.5 plus 6.5 plus 5 times 7, we get 126 inches squared. All right, let's take a look at the last one. The base of a triangular prism is a right triangle whose legs are 7 centimeters and 24 centimeters. So let's first draw a picture. Looks something like this. So we have 24 and 7, and the height of the prism is 30. What is the lateral area of the prism? Okay, so lateral is the perimeter times the height of the prism. We don't know the distance from here to here, but there is something that we learned which is called Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 7 squared plus 24 squared equals c squared. So 7 squared is 49. 24 squared is 576. Oops. So 576 plus 49 is 625. And then we're going to take the square root of 625. And we're going to get 25. Okay, so the perimeter is going to be 25 plus 24 plus 7 times the height of the prism, which is 30. So we're going to add it up. 25 plus 24 plus 7 times 30. We're going to get 1,680 centimeters squared. Okay, if we had to do the total surface area, then we would just find the area of this base times 2 and then add it to 1,680. Okay, but it just wants the lateral.